Hey there, Gabriel Nicosia, author of Tilt, Orion's Belts, King of Orion, and I am recently homeless. Again. It was a bit of a surprise, but it wasn't really a surprise. What's it? I can't remember if it's Tolstoy or Dostoevsky, probably Tolstoy, I don't know, who was like, it happened slowly, then all at once. Watch it be Nabokov or one of them other Russians. Those Ruskies, man. I've got content in the slot queued up till the 16th or so, and I recorded 2 more, and I'm going to upload as soon as I can find a library or somewhere I can put my feet up. But I have been walking all over Denver looking for a bed, which is wild. Last time I was in a state like this, I was in Southern California. The time before that, I was in the UK. I'm not allowed to go back to the UK until 2033. It's a funny old world, man. Meanwhile, in space, though, Orbi report, I cleaned out a Tech 5, Mark 5, Level 5, whatever you want to call it, Cinco, condensed space in Pala. And it was a funny thing. I was finishing up all of the pilots except for one. I've got one pilot left for Operation Ignition. And once that pilot's done, it's on to the back matter and the organization stuff and the editing and the editing and the editing and the formatting and all the tweaky, queepy nonsense bits that make a book, make it readable. I might even put art in. I might put pictures from Eve Echoes in, just to see how it feels. See if I can get away with it, because I'll be publishing through Drive-Thru-RPG instead of Scamazon. Maybe I'll try and do both, but we'll see. Drive-Thru-RPG for sure, since that's the platform where I can do pay what you want. Because, like, everybody broke these days, and I just want people to take joy in the little things. If those little things happen to be a free-to-play game being played for free instead of being turned into just another addiction. Though I suppose even free things can be addictions. Like folks who lift weights, or runners who look like Body by Auschwitz. They look like stick figures on big old shoes running around. Anything can be an addiction. I think the key to happiness is variety. Doing something a little different every time. So, I was saying, I had a Mark III with just, I had a Venture 3 with nothing but Mark III lasers and a micro warp drive that I was using to plumb the depths of this C5, this level 5 sea space. And I cleaned out the first room, I cleaned out the second route, and I was on my way out and I got distracted, left the hole, poked my little head up, and wouldn't you know it, I got red scanned and pinged, popped, and they did it by the book. I only caught them, I only saw them drifting away after they stole, I think they're like 100 something kilometers off. I didn't get to see the kill, and I wasn't even really close. Some cruiser popped my little Venture 3, but I only lost a load of square rocks and cheap materials, cheap mining gear. So not a bad loss. Other than that, I've gone on a couple expeditions into the Ethereum Reach. I noticed that ODSF is starting to shift their schedule. I'm hoping the fuel costs are catching up to them, and they're not catching as many people coming back the way they were. I parked a little Tristan outside Pala's entry point and just watched in a safe. I've got safes on both the entry points into Ethereum Reach, so if I'm ever coming from the high side, or if I'm able to sneak through one side or the other, I can just park and turn my little self into a camera, and I just watch while I write. It's a nice little way to burn time. I'm really stoked on the missions that I've created. I know they're unofficial, and a lot of them are going to be silly, and some of them are going to be meta games, because I like tabletop RPGs. You say that and people think like, oh, you're into 40k. No. 40k is too rules lawyery, too queepy. It is so far away from what a war game actually is. Like, it's no Kriegspiel. It's not Tiny Soldiers or hell, even Axis and Allies is a better war game than 40k. But I love the lore. I'll give 40k benefit of the doubt when it comes to the lore and the actual, like, some of the jokes and things surrounding the individual races, characters, whatever, Daka, all that. It's fun. But it's, if I had to pick a tabletop, like, war game, I'd probably lean more Infinity or some of the, my favorite, that I haven't had a chance to actually hit the table, but I've wanted to so bad, and hey, maybe now that I've got, like, nothing really going for me, I'll get the opportunity to. Because all I've really got is a storage locker and the streets. Is A Billion Suns. Yeah. A Billion Suns is extremely well designed. I absolutely love the look of that game. The use of multiple tables, the use of risk management, which really that's all Eve Echoes is risk management. Unless you want to, like, be a credit card warrior or join a gang and then, like, dogpile the enemy. If you're doing it solo, smuggling or, just solo industry, it's just, you roll your own, you use the goods you build, you turn it profit if you can. You just stockpile plex. Just stockpile plex, them investments. Oh, speaking of investments, I've got a pretty healthy pile of special mission scrolls, Tech 7 mission scrolls, that I should probably capitalize on. I've been meaning to do more battlecruiser content. There was some conversation on the Reddits, plural. I really wish they would consolidate. Pick a lane, Just cut one off. Or pick a third party the two and just be like, all right, you all are... But the community is it's herding cats, and it's political. So... But there was some talk about the best battlecruisers for alphas. Which, interesting discussion, because battlecruisers are just cruisers and destroyers combined. They're not that... I did a whole talk about it, but that ain't coming out for another week or two. And that's the story so far. Dirt side life, I am back to roaming. Space side life, I'm always roaming. I've got one of the missions that I cooked up for the next book of missions, Operation Cakewalk. And it might not be in Cakewalk, it might be in the one after. But I've got this group I want to play with called the Hunters. And if you are being hunted, you are not allowed to log off inside of a station or in just your pod. You have to be logged off in a ship exposed somewhere. You can park and refit, but you can't stay. And I'm tempted to make it, like, more restrictive. You can only park and refit in low sec or null sec, for example. Things to play with, just variable degrees of difficulty, just self-imposed games, because that's really all, any game tends to be. Folks who chase ticks, for example, who want, like, higher number go up, that's a self-imposed game. You could play an inverted game where you want to see, like, how few the lowest ticks you can get while still killing bodies, and that might be fun for, like, say, pursuing Concord Pass missions, right? Like optimizing for T2, T3 bases, things like that, and just chewing people up. There's a lot of play available when you stop looking for people to tell you what is play, If you can just dance in public or be a goober. If you don't mind a bit of cringe every now and then, like, you can find fun dang near anywhere, in any condition. Anyway, I should have Operation Ignition out the door after this pilot, after the back matter. It's the second from the professionals, and she's a pain, because I started her. I really wanted her to be like a villain, because every one of the professionals I kind of fell in love with, even though they're supposed to be the bad guys in this little operation, in this campaign series of missions. And she, I ended up deleting everything that I wrote for her, because the inspiration for her ended up being not a good resource to draw from. Yeah, so I gotta try and find a bed for the night. Barring that, I gotta go grab my old duffel. It's funny, you know, when I was going through the academy, I signed up for Siri. I wanted to do survival, you know, what was it? Survival, escape, rescue, something, whatever Siri stands for. And they were bringing it back because it was contentious back when I was going through class of 2011 olds. But they didn't take me. They were looking for folks left and right. They were looking for folks all over the place, and for some reason I wasn't able to join up. It's kind of like a dream deferred. I don't know if it's nice to have it so forced. I mean, it's voluntary to some extent. I could always get the old knee pads out and try and make nice with folks who don't know how to make nice. Or I could go on an adventure. Anyway, I think that's ramble enough for this Orby report. I hope you all have a lovely day. And I'll see you. I won't see you. I might talk to you, though, if you decide to comment or whatever. Keep an eye out for Ignition before the week's out. I hope. Not this week, the next one, because it's Friday already. And like worst case scenario, even if I don't get up bed, at the very least I can get a good time. Y'all have a good one. Bye.